Hello everyone and welcome back to Pacuccino. And if you're new here, I say welcome. You found a channel where we do a lot of anime and manga related content. And if you are already someone who watches my video, I say thank you for supporting and watching this video. And today we will have manga haul for my March and April stuff that I picked up. So I decided we will do it in 3 different separated parts. We will start with the mangas that I finally completed, or with the series that I have completed with this haul. Then we will look at every series where I got just new volumes from but is still continuing. And last but not least, we will take a look at all the new series that I decided to pick up for now. So let's get right into it, and we will start with an English volume, and that's volume 4 of Star-Crossed by Junko, which is the creator of Kiss Me, Kiss Me Not. And with this 4th volume, it is completed, which was a surprise, honestly. I would have expected it to be much longer. That's how it looks from the back, and I already read it, though just a few sneak peeks, not too much because it's the final volume. And I must say I really liked it. I would have loved a little bit more than just 4 volumes, because in the end it's just rushed. It felt really rushed at the end, and I'm not so satisfied with the ending in itself. But it was a fun read. It's light, it's short, so if you want to give it a try of body switching, then I would recommend Star-Crossed. Moving along, and I'm sorry if you hear some strange background noise. My dog decided to now gnaw on his bone, and it's making a lot of noise and he will not stop for me. I'm sorry for it. Another series, which is actually an add-on and not a completion, but I will count it as completed because no other book from Demon Slayer is out right now, and that's the Demon Slayer Stories of Water and Flame. And it's by a different artist, but I guess it was approved by Gotoge-san. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, I've not read this one yet, so I don't know what to expect of it. For now, it looks really good. So let's take a look inside. But I do know that we will follow the story of the Water Hashira and of course the Flame Hashira. So find it nice. I hope we will have some more spin-off series because I kinda want more. I really like Demon Slayer, so I was kinda sad that it finally ended. So that the video will not be too long, we will move along. The next series which I have completed is Food Wars. And for the last volume, which is volume number 36, there came a box, and here's the art of the box. Oh wait, it's kinda, let me take everything out. So that's the box, which looks really nice. I love the design of it. At the top we will have just Food Wars, and of course every author, artist, and the people who helped releasing it. And this one is in German, the other 2 were in English. And with this box set obviously came volume 36, which has a nice design which goes all the way around. And it also came with some special, these are 3 different magnets. I have no idea if there are different ones out there or if it's always these 3, but this is my favorite, if it will focus. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you realized it, but I'm right now using a different camera. I'm trying a new one out in contrast to all my other videos. This one is the biggest, seemingly from the first season, from the first arc. Yep. I kinda wished I got some more of Nakiri as magnets. I'm kinda missing the word here. Yeah. So anyway, and with this, the series is completed. And next to volume 36, I got also 35. I already read it. So I have completed it. It's nice. It's the longest series that I ever got. I kinda hate the last arc like a lot of people did, because they lost someone who gave them their concept of food. I think it was something like this. I'm not exactly sure. And the series took a serious hit from it, I think. But nonetheless, I'm happy to have it, and it's just such a small arc that I don't mind too much. Anyway, that's the ending of Food Wars, which makes me happy. And as you can see, the quality of the paper doesn't seem to be too good, because this one already started to yellow, even though it's in this box. And with this, the series is completed. I'm happy. It's the longest I currently have. So no series is longer than this, and it was quite tedious. I don't like to collect too long series. My favorite is between, I guess, 12 to 20 books per series. That's what I like the most. Everything else becomes tedious, I think. Anyway, this was all for my completed series, and we will move on with the English one of just continuation of series that I started to collect. And the first one is I Swear I Won't Bother You Again, Volume 2 by Reina Soratani, which is drawn by Haru Harukawa. And I have not read this one yet, or the Volume 1. I read this one online, and it's in tensei, kinda romance, and I really like it. It's kinda a redemption of a villainess trying to be better in her next life, and also trying to avoid all the kinda death flags that are out there for her. I really love this kind of content right now, so I'm happy for Volume 2. Moving along, I got Volume 4 of Mieruko-chan. This horror kinda comedy manga is the best. I love it. It's creepy, it's funny, it's mysterious, and we get introduced to a new character. And I don't want to spoil her, but I would highly recommend it if you like creepy stuff, if you like beautiful drawn artwork in combination with it. This is a must-have, and I would highly recommend picking it up. It's so much fun to read. And I already read it. I kinda read most of my stuff that I picked up already. Kinda wanted to reduce my backlog a little bit, so I catched up with a lot of my volumes, not with all, but with a good chunk of it, I would say. And the last English ones of the continuation series are The Golden Japanese, A Splendid Yokohama Romance by Kao Mihasaka, Volume 3 and 4, which are the yellow and white one. And I really enjoyed the first two volumes. I have not read these two, but I can't wait to delve into it again. It's about a Japanese girl who has the trademarks of her father, which are the blue eyes and the blonde hair. And she's kind of an outcast because of the time it is. I think it's the Edo period, or not. For me, everything is the Edo period. But the Rentaro, it's him, and her name is Kaho, named Maria. Yeah, he kind of found out that she has this blonde hair and is fascinated by her, and then romance blossomed from him. We have some antagonistic parts, which are the mothers for both of them, and I can't wait to read it, to go further into it. I hope we will get to know a bit more about her father, who he is, and why her mother is how she is. But I don't think these two will cover it, but I hope we will get to know a little bit more. And what I also noticed by flipping through is that it's kind of fast-paced in terms of relationship and drama with each other, and how the story overall is pacing. Yeah. So now we come to the German volumes, and we will start with volume 15 and 16 of Serpent. I have not read them. Because they are so seldom releasing, or the releases between the different volumes can sometimes be up to 3 to 4 months. I have not caught up to the series, and I need to reread it to even know where I left off. Yeah, but it's about vampires, which are also kinda after the 7 deadly sins, I think. That's what I remember, and yeah, can't say anymore. I don't know how the story is right now going. I have no idea why volume 15 is in a plastic wrap, but yeah. I also ordered volume 3 and 4 of Kemono Jihen. I got volume 1 and 2, and also 7 and 8, I think. And as you can see, that's why I hate to order from Amazon, because most of my mangas came really dirty or with bruises and folded pages, and but I could not find them in any store, so I had to pick them up from Amazon. Oh well, now that I have the 4, I can start reading the series, and I'm slowly picking up the other volumes. There's also an anime out. I'm not such a great fan of the anime. He was kind of boring. I hope the manga is a bit more funny or more interesting. We'll see when I read it, or maybe I will drop the series. Another series which a lot of people are hyping, and I totally understand it, is Hell's Paradise volume 11 and 12, and I'm only missing 30, which already released, but I have not picked up yet. Otherwise it would have been in my completed series. And it's so good. These are the back sides. They are so colorful spines, and it's nice. So we will take a look inside here, and I can just recommend it. It's a bit gory, fantasy, supernatural kind of stuff, but it's well drawn. I love the art style. It's really edgy, and it's I love this kind of art style, and I love his storytelling, and I'm sad that it will be finished in one more volume, and I already read this too. Can't wait to pick up the last one. Another favorite of mine is My Roommate is a Cat. It's so adorable. Volume 7, and they got a lot of new little kitties to look after, and when a new volume comes out, I always need to read it immediately because I love it so much. It's my go-to story, and it makes me feel cozy when I read it, and I'm so happy when I read it, and I can just recommend it if you can pick it up or read it online, because I still think it's not available in English, but at least for everyone in Germany you can pick it up, and I would highly recommend it. It's really good. Another favorite series of a lot of people is More Than a Doll, and I got finally volume 7, and now you will wonder why I got 2 more volume 6, because in my last haul I got volume 6, but I just recently realized that I got no color page, and I was kind of wondering why they stopped doing it, and I just realized they didn't stop doing it because there are still color pages, but this is the first print and this is the second print. So you have to get the first print if you want to have the color page in Germany, which sucks. So now I have 2 volume 6 because I wanted to have the color page, and I had to order volume 7 from Amazon, which makes it really dirty on the back side. I have no idea if you can see it, but it's also damaged here on the edges, which I hate. Let's take a look at the color page. It's so beautiful, and that's the most edginess that you will see throughout the whole series, so no problem whatsoever. It's just a bit edgy, but nothing crossing the line, and I'm so happy. I just started reading it. I just read one chapter of it for now, but I will continue after filming this. And I have no idea what I will now do with volume 6 of the second print. Anyway, I'm happy that I finally got volume 7 because it was sold out in every store. That's how much people really like it. Another series that a lot of people are reading and which makes me really happy is Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, or in Germany My Schulgeist Hanako, and I got volume 0, 10 and 11. I read volume 0, haven't read these 2 because I still need to read volume 9, and I was kind of surprised with volume 0 because I thought maybe it's a kind of story about Hanako-kun with different character, but no, it's kind of like a pre-attempt about how Aida's Airo-san or sensei wanted to draw the story, but it kind of changed it for the actual print. I'm not quite sure. And there's also a different story at the ending, which is really dark. I was really surprised, which confirmed for me that he definitely wants, or I'm not exactly sure what Aida Sensei is for gender, but I think he really, or she really loves to draw horror, but she has such a cutie style in drawing that it's so contrasting that she kind of does a middle thing, like doing cutesy and romance and comedy horror. So it's a comedy horror, I think, which is funny because I think he actually wanted to draw a horror story, but she has such a cute style that's not working with her style per se. And that's how Hanako-kun is right now developing anyway. It's getting really dark, I think, but still there's some comic relief inside it. That's what I mean, comic relief, but still really dark. And I can't wait to see how this one will go. And of course we always have these beautiful color pages. She's such a nice artwork. Yeah, I guess a lot of people like it, and if you have not picked it up, I would recommend it. It is a cutesy styled artwork, but it really is a rather dark story, or it gets really dark. Yeah, so absolutely like it and would highly recommend it. And also we have these beautiful spines. And the last German volumes of my continuation is I'm a Spider, So What? I got 4 volumes, volume 4 to 6. Volume 3 to 6 that I picked up, or more like I got these 2 as a gift for my birthday. I already read these 2, and I just recently picked up the other 2, volume 5 and 6, and I have not read them yet, or I plan to collect them rather slowly because there are already 10 out, or 11 I think. I really like the story so far. It's an isekai, it's a reincarnation into a spider and her way of surviving in a dungeon. And what I really like, as I said in the last one, is that you sometimes really feel like she can die at any moment. She's no super strong monster which easily acquires her stats or stuff, but it's a real struggle for her, and she's really low level and has really to level up. And it's like a level up system in the story. So let's take a look in one of them. As you can see, there's mostly drawings of monsters because she is a spider. So if you have a problem with spiders, I'm not sure if you can read it, but otherwise I would recommend it. I really like it so far, and I will always collect 2 of them, read them, and then collect the next 2. Yeah, so that makes these 4 really beautiful. And that's this one. So let's move on to the last part, which is the most exciting one, my new series that I decided to pick up. And first up we will start with the only German one, and that's Tokyo Revenger Volume 1, which is a double volume because it's volume 1 and 2 in one. That's why it's so thick. And I'm so happy because of one thing, and that's the very first message that you get here. A lot of text in German where they will explain to you how the manji symbol is not the hate symbol of anti-Semitism. No, I don't know if this is the word in English. And how it's not the symbol of hate from World War II. And that's what it is. And if you want to know more, you can go to katzenmanga.de and read about it. And which means that they have not cut out the manji symbol. They have left it inside here. So when we take a look, maybe I can find here. They left it in it. And I'm so glad that they did it. They did not cut it out, which is freaking me amazing. Because they could have done it. We expected them to edit it out because in Germany this symbol is really more known for the hate, and so I'm really happy that they decided not to do it. Also a little bit sad I am that there are no color pages, as you can see, which kind of sucks. But anyway, I was hesitant to pick it up at first, but now I'm really glad that they decided to leave it in. So I want to support the mangaka and also the Carlsen manga who decided to pick it up and leave the manji symbol in it. And it's a 1-on-2, which is the only downside because I have no idea how they will do the cover pages, because in the Japanese volumes there are really amazing cover work arts and we will only get to see like every second one, but I will see how it will go. But anyway, happy to pick it up. It's a thick one. I will collect a few more volumes of it before I start to read it, because I just recently reread it online, and this is a story which you should read in one go, because otherwise it feels really stretched. And that's the only new one in German. Moving on, I got J.K. Haru is a Sex Worker in Another World, Volume 1 and 2 in English. And this is a series which is not for everyone, but is a real gem in my opinion. Because this series is also an isekai, but it's not about how superpowered the isekai person is, but it's more about her, which got swept with her classmate into this new world, and it's a world which favors men and disregards everything from a woman, and she has no standing point as a woman there, and to survive she works in the brothel where she offers her body, which is depicted in this manga, which makes it again a warning for parental advisor. So it's a mature manga, and it's no happy world for her, I guess. And the customer do insult or abuse her. There's some violence in it. There's some a lot of triggers, I guess. But it's also about how she sees this world, how she lives in this world, and how she moves on in this world, even though she has absolutely no real aspect that it ever will be better, because they died in the original world. And I personally find this a really interesting manga, and I can highly recommend it because it goes deep, I think. It's just about showing the world how it is if you have no cheat ability and need to live in another world without any support from whatsoever. So I would really recommend giving this a chance, and I love it, and I'm happy that I can pick it up now. Yes. Another new one I got, it's reincarnated as a dragon hatchling by Ryo and Neikoko, Volume 1 and 2. I guess I mentioned it in my last video about how there are some isekais where the main character gets revived in a monster and not in a human, and this one is one of the 4 that I know of, or 5, which I liked, which was not superly stupid, and so I decided to pick it up. And here the main character is reincarnated as a dragon. So not sure how it will go, because I think this one is more of a smooth sailing one, because he is a dragon. Dragons are really strong animals. Yeah, monster. We have a color page, and these 2 I already read. The only downside I have with this one, even though it's fun for now, is that it's really dark, as you can see here. A lot of the drawings, there's a lot of black and gray, and this sometimes makes it really hard to really see what's happening here. But so far I really like it, mainly because I like dragons, I think. Again, here we have a color page, and it's kind of fun to read how he goes on about wanting to transform into a human. It's also kind of game-like, with ability gain, with stats, and so on. So that's one of the pages where I'm like, how do you discern anything, because everything is so dark. That's the only downside of it, but otherwise it's really fine and I like it. It's a light read, it's easy to read, just not always easy to see, I think. I also got one of my favorite themes that I like to read, and this is Isekai and Tensei in a Villainess of the Otome game. And this time it's cross-dressing villainess Cia Sylvie by Shino Akiyama, Hiroro Akisakura, and Dangmil. As always with mangas where there are 3 authors, it's an adaptation from a light novel. And this one is kind of funny. I like the premises. I gave it a short read online just to be sure that I really want it. And the main character, which realized that she was reincarnated as a villainess of Otomage, decided to avoid her death flags to cross-dress as a boy so that she doesn't get on the death row. And yeah, that's how it goes. I still have to read this one, but for now the read that I did online I really liked. It's fun, it's nice, and I will see how much I really like it in the end, but for now I have volume 1 and I like it because it's one of my favorite scenes that I like to read right now. And I got volume 1 of Cat Message Therapy, another cat manga, or is it a manhwa? Not exactly sure. It's a really thin one, really big and thin one, but it has kitties in it. The perfect stress release. So I hope a lot of cat punt and the most adorable stuff. It's in color. It's my first manga ever which is in complete coloration. Really adore this. I hope it is fun. For now it looks super adorable, and oh, I love kitties. What can I say? And everything is in color. Yay! That's one of the few where I have no idea if I will like it or not, but I decided to pick it up anyway. And last but not least, I got Double Your Pleasure, a twin Yuri anthology. I have way too little Yuri manga, and there are a lot of Yuris which I'm not interested in, but this one seems interesting. I love the color. I love the color, and I also love the artwork, which I can see. As you can see, it's still in its plastic, so I have not read it yet. So no idea if I like it. It is a complication of 8 different stories from 8 different artists. Of course it's mature because it is a bit erotic in, I think, all of these stories. It's all about twins, I think. Yeah, I will see how I will like it, but I could not pass it up. Sometimes you have to take such chances, and in the end it's only 1 volume, so nowhere to go. And with this we are finished, and this was quite a big haul for me with 31 new volumes to add to my collection, which are quite a lot in my opinion. I personally don't like to watch hauls with over 50 volumes or more, because then it gets quite tedious to listen to all the different titles and stuff like this. So I personally like to only do or also watch this kind of haul. I hope you liked what you saw and it was kind of fun for you. And with this I stacked all of my volumes. Yay! It's quite a stack. So I will catch you in the next one. Until then, bye bye!